gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Slam and jam into the new swing sound. Yeah, everybody isn't Let's Move. Vanilla is here with the new Jack Groove. Gonna rock and roll. What?
Really? Are you trying to... Mikey, really? Are you trying to read the lyrics?
Well, I was kind of hoping I would get it right the first time around.
Wait a minute, were you trying to literally rip off the Go Ninja song from Ninja Turtles 2?
Yeah?
Well, that was the most failed attempt I've ever heard, honestly. And you had the lyrics right there in front of you.
I think Mike's got astigmatism going on.
No. Do not say that word. Why did you even pull up that song anyways?
I think it was from your memory.
So you pull up a very old song just to try to sing it.
Yeah?
Even more so, try to literally, well, rap it, as it were, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what the term is to literally for it.
We need a theme song. No, we don't. Yes, we do. We need something that is at least, well, captivating.
Sure.
I didn't open the door, he opened the door.
Yeah, I know.
Where are we? Oh, yeah. New Atlantis.
Sure it's New Atlantis.
I think. Yeah, it's New Atlantis. Ah. What the freak? Mike?
Don't ask me.
Please tell me we can get out of this. Okay, that makes more sense. Why the heck did it do that? I don't know. This game's buggy as heck.
Great, the bot has the me first attitude.
Is that good or a bad thing?
When it comes to driving, it's a bad thing. What's the me first attitude?
Hope you're fine. There is a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look.
Basically, it's a road rage syndrome that not everybody's aware of. It's called the me first attitude because that's basically what it is.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
It's the idea that nobody wants to share the road and actually figure out how to actually drive decently. Usually occurs when somebody thinks that they have to go play NASCAR.
What's wrong with playing NASCAR?
Nothing when you're actually on the track and playing it and actually going to win money out of it. But if you're just somebody on the highway, just simply trying to get to a job, or just trying to go to a fast food joint, there's no reason for you to play NASCAR at all. Is traffic really bad in Texas? Oh yeah.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
So, what is it? Crashes, speeding, lane cutting, all of the above.
Really?
Yeah. Do they at least stop at the stop sign? That's about the only thing they stop at. Well, I take that back. What do you mean you take that back? They'll stop at a stop sign, but if it's in the middle of the night, they'll literally will refuse to stop at a stoplight for some reason. Why? Because there's no traffic at night. So they refuse to stop at a stoplight just because there's no traffic at night? Pretty much. Wow. It's a question. What might be? Do you stop at a stoplight when there's no traffic at night? Yeah. Why? It's called maintaining discipline. But what if the road is absolutely empty, nobody driving whatsoever? All I can say, at that rate, they might as well just set the stoplights to blinking then.
Heard the cabinet's assembled some kind of...
But surely, there's got to be, well...
kind of a reason not to stop at a stoplight at all in that situation. Closest I'll consider it is the one road that I had to drive on from work at one point. Why? What was with that one road? The fact that I was sitting at the blasted stoplight for about 30 minutes and it refused to change. Are you serious? One day I got curious just to see how long it would actually take to change. So you got curious just to see how long it would take to change. And it took 30 minutes to change. And we're talking about no traffic? Yeah. And you just sat there for 30 minutes. I wanted to see just how long it would take. I wanted to see if anybody actually noticed from the gas station that was across the way that, hey, this car ain't moving. Are you kidding me? Oh no, that's not the funny part.
We're asking. Need some work done?
Why is it not
Sure,
the
how about
funny
it?
part?
Because the hilarious part is that even after 30 minutes, it still didn't change.
What?
No joke. Let me guess, you sat there another 30 minutes to see whether it changed or not? Nope. So, is the city going to fix that light or something? That's the funny thing. The cops know about it, but so far it's never been changed or fixed. What the hell? You're telling me. So let me get this straight. They know that the problem exists, yes, but they refuse to fix it. Yeah. Or let me correct that. They say that, yeah, that it's scheduled to be fixed. Has anybody fixed it after they said that? Nope.
Tough call.
I guess we'll just toss that one away.
But it's in advance, though. I mean, look at it. It's in advance. 38.
Yeah, it's automatic too. It can't be automatic. How would you know if it's automatic or not? Dude, I'll show you. Can't be automatic. There's no way that's automatic. Holy crap, it's automatic. How did you know? It's not that hard. 89 damage. Yeah. When are we going to fully upgrade all these guns when we get the blasted money to do so? Sir Livingston. Wait, does that mean, yeah, we're going to have to go down there and remove the other pistol? Are you freaking kidding me? But this is an explosive and a med in an instant. We're trading out one gun for the other? I know, but it's from Daddy in this game. Really? Please tell me... I'm going to keep it, nevertheless. Okay. Good. Because that would have been total bullshit if we had to give it up. Anyways, what's today's topic anyways? I mean, we gotta have a topic, something to talk about, something to go over. Let's see. Well, what topic do you guys want to talk about? I prefer to talk about art and refinement and yeah, boring. Excuse me? How is art boring? Boring when you want to talk about it. I mean, seriously. Well, how else can we put it? When you want to talk about it, it tends to be boring. Mike, are you hearing this? Yeah, I have to agree with him. Why would it tend to be boring? Because the reality is you don't really want to talk about it or actually engage in the subject about it. You just want to prove some sort of superiority in the subject. Can I help it that my intelligence exceeds yours by far more? There's only one little problem. And what's that? My intelligence is about as high as yours, and that's because we're sharing the same brain.
That's funny. Oh, that was funny.
Mikey, you just laugh about anything.
No, it actually does have a sense of humor behind it. I mean, he does have a point. We're all multi-personalities here, sharing the same brain, and it's his brain. And you want to sit there and say, oh, I'm so far more intelligent or advanced in intelligence than what you are. And if intelligence are limited to the idea of the person's brain mass, we're sharing the same brain, which means we all have the same level of intelligence that you're trying to literally quote that you're better at or something like that.
Honestly.
No, seriously. You're the one that's trying to make yourself sound like you're far more superior in this situation, but the reality is we share the same brain, same body, same everything pretty much. I mean, literally. You can't sit there and say that you're far more superior when we're in the same, well, shall we say, truck at this rate? Mikey, seriously. What? You classified me as a truck? Well, kind of.
Did I really gain that much weight or something? No. Then why the classification as a truck? What, you want to be referred to as a compact sedan or something? Because you don't fit that either. Yes, I think Mikey is actually referring to your weight.
Again, same body, so it's technically our weight.
You're so immature, Mikey. Really. Dude, I don't know how he's actually immature about it when he called you on that one. So you're just going to agree with him in what he just said. Pretty much. Even though it's absolutely wrong. Try to defy how it's absolutely wrong. Well,
You can't, can you?
shut up, Mikey. Just shut up.
So, now that we pretty much... I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about the brain thing.
It is not that funny, Mikey.
It is to me when you're trying to make yourself sound so... Well... when you're trying to make yourself sound so important or so better than us, it is funny.
Honestly.
So, what are we doing, Mon Capitan?
Well, we're trying to finish up your ship and do exploration missions. Which has the end result...
Oh, you're arming us up?
Yeah. If you're arming us up, I wish you would actually choose a better weapon.
Defy better weapon, please.
Something that actually kills. And why? Because...
Yeah, I gotta agree with asking this question. Why?
Well, because...
Because why?
I mean, we're taking a non-lethal weapon into this little quote-unquote excursion. That's why.
And what's wrong with using the non-lethal weapon?
Oh, come on, Mikey. You know what's exactly wrong with using a non-lethal weapon.
No, I don't. Please, explicitly explain what's wrong with using the non-lethal weapon.
Really, Mikey? Do I really have to explain this?
Yes, you do. You really do, because now you're leaving me questioning what's your intention here.
Mainly so we can literally protect ourselves.
You do realize exploration means that we may come across wild animals that are just simply defending themselves like any other creature.
Which is exactly why we need a weapon that kills.
Mike,
If you want to beat him up, go for it. There's no way he can beat... Ow! What the...
hey, I can beat him up. This is cool.
Mikey?
Hey, no, we're going to solve this one little problem here of you thinking that you have to literally hurt animals for no reason.
Mike, stop him. Why should I stop him? Because... Again, why? Because he's about to hurt me? That's your reason for me wanting to stop him. Yes! Well, it's not a valid reason. Excuse me? You heard me, it's not a valid reason. So you're just going to let him beat the crap out of me or some crap like that? Dude, you want to literally You want me to literally take a weapon, pretty much kill an animal just because of why? For self-defense. That's what the non-lethal's for. That's not self-defense. Mike, don't look at me. Okay, fine. Fine, just put us in a spot where we pretty much get stuck getting harmed for no reason. See if I care. Well, what? Aren't you going to say anything? Aren't you going to be considerate of what I just said? Let me ask this, Michael. Are you saying this because of the lack of powers you have or some crap like that? Probably. Okay, so lack of powers is your reason for what reason? Okay, I can see that you don't really care about her well-being, so I'm not even going to stress it. Oh, I care about her well-being, I just don't see the purpose in doing overkill for no reason. Really? Yeah. Please tell me that one's not for the animals. It's not. It's for whatever human being we come across. Okay. That I can live with. Oh, please. You're okay with the idea of literally eliminating a human being who's only just trying to defend and protect themselves, or literally earn an everyday paycheck by hunting us down, or shut up. I mean, seriously. Let's get one thing straight, Michael. If we don't have to kill the animal, we're not going to kill the animal. If we don't have to kill a person, we're not going to kill a person. Does that make sense to you now? It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Yeah, well, welcome to reality of it.
Wait a minute, can we fully upgrade this weapon?
What, do you mean to gold standard?
Yeah.
You do realize that literally sets us back in setting up your weapons fully and completely, right? Just curious. I'm looking at this and it's a no. We can't update it fully like that.
Holy crap, that rifle, damn tough to deal with.
Tell me about it.
So mission parameters for today?
Earn up your credits for your blasted ship weapons. Let's see what else.
Good plan. Plan I can agree with. A Mikey-backed plan.
Really?
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Bye-bye.
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Didn't we already land at New Atlantis? I have a serious question.
What?
And I only ask this with respect.
Spit it out, Mikey. When do you plan on upgrading the fuel? I'm thinking about it. Really, you're thinking about upgrading the fuel? Pretty much. Wait, we can scan planets farther away? To an extent. I think at the level we're scanning right now, we would have to be like... Well, I think we would have to be like next door to the planet to be able to scan things decently. Hold it, we got a crash site. Did we visit this site before? I don't know, it doesn't say explore. I doubt that if it was ever actually a real M-class ship, it was to tag up board an M-class ship, and once the M-class ship reaches its destination, Novagard was supposed to be detached and operate that pretty much well. And why exactly? Mainly because you can't land M-class ships on a plastic planet, that's why. There we go. It adds a number of points for us to survive the environment. What does the dog want? Give me a moment. Bad Doggy! Hey! Doggy didn't do anything bad. I'm just saying that because he's interrupting, or the interruptions. He's not interrupting. Odds are he needs to go out. But don't ever call the doggy bad for no reason. Okay. So he needed to go out? Yes, he needed to go out. Okay. Mikey, don't ever call a doggy bad because they're trying to signal that they need to go. I didn't mean to. It's just that kind of interrupted. I know. But still. But seriously, though. Talking about something, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Are we going to bring it up? Nope. Hi. Because if you can't remember it, I'm not going to bring it up. Oh yeah, we were talking about why you literally selected the suit, I think. Seriously, Mikey, you literally forgot what we were talking about? Yes, I did. Are you kidding me?
I have ADHD. Leave me alone, okay? That's kind of one of the problems with having ADHD is that we forget the conversations every now and then. All it takes is a moment disruption and we tend to forget it.
I know we were talking about how basically driving was bad in certain areas, traffic lights, all that stuff, but the immediate conversation kind of just went fly out the window. Okay? Really?
Yes!
So you don't remember all of the conversations. I remember the part where we were talking about how you literally just want to use things and act like you're superior, and talk about art like you're superior. I remember the part where I laughed at the idea that you literally try to say that you're much more superior by intelligence, when Mike pointed out we were using the same brain. There are some things I still retain memory about, simply because. Because of why? Because of point of interest and relative facts? Really? And what's going on? I don't know. Usually when we come to the fight, we literally usually bring the fight. But these guys are like... Oh, they're pirates. And they're raiding. I know we're lending support against the pirates. Fighting over here? I don't know. And really, what's up with the mouse? Oh, okay, they landed here. But who was fighting? Oh.
Items deemed unhelpful to corpse.
Okay, so at this rate, was it really justified that we help? I guess not. But hey, what do you know? We found shelter. Why is the shelter not working? I don't know. Holy crap. You're seriously going to try to break this when we're practically dying? Yes. Have some lousy time. Michael, if you think you can do better, I will literally stop and let you try. Okay? Okay, fine. Just do it. I'm hesitant not to be worrying you, but yes, I know. I'm hearing it right now as we speak. for near death, you're pretty chilled about it. Okay, it's a game. I know, but I like to pretend that this is seriously life and death. Still got the ship that we can use. Then use it. Seriously. Credits or ammunition. Credits! Who can say no to credits? I can. Why? If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. That's how. Oh, okay. I guess that is a valid reason. So what were they trying to do over here? I have no clue. I mean, there's gotta be a valid reason why they're over here fighting over this place. I mean, their so-called habitat didn't work, and... Really, where does this even go? Over there? Okay. There's gotta be a valid reason why they were fighting over this area. Mikey, spacers and pirates rarely have a valid reason. I know. I mean, do we have a valid reason for being here? Yes, it's called exploration. Okay, now I see what happened. What the flip? So, I guess that was why we didn't have shelter. Is this supposed to be shelter here? No. Then what is it? It's a radar dome. Man, we can't get a breakdown of this, can we? Well, this area is pretty much wasted. So we're not going to steal the ship. We have no reason to steal the ship. Seriously, that's going to be our answer for that. Yes, it's my answer for it because we have no reason. And why not? Because we have plenty of other ships we can either strip down, turn into something else. Until then, we have no reason to go after other ships. Got it? Fine. So it's not good enough reason. Does he really need a good enough reason? Yes, he does. What do you know, spacers, right?
Alert. Hostile presence detected.
How is it that we can be on them but still miss? I don't know. It's always been the one downfall about playing role-playing games is how they literally build stuff. Okay, I recognize the area. What do you mean you recognize? Oh, you recognize this area? Yeah. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? Extremely good thing if I can get to that one hub over there. Why that one hub? Mainly because if I can get to the hub, I can hack their computer and turn their turrets against them. Okay.
Research shows baking soda, effective soft good stain remover. Mineral oil or rubbing alcohol for hard goods.
Seriously, that button is getting annoying. I don't understand. Why aren't we finishing up the main mission for the Terran Armada? Because Mikey wants his ship ready before we go out and do such a thing.
Yeah.
Fine, yes.
Hey, we don't even close the door and it starts regen.
Yeah, I know.
You won't get me, though!
They are fighting with it, right? Should be.
Hey! Junior!
There we go. They're fighting now. Yeah.
You think you can hide from me, asshole?
It's a case of whether he thinks he can or not. It's a case of he can. Period.
Go ahead, Lee. Coward.
Okay, where's the other guy? There he is.
I'm gonna put...
Turret locked on something. Yeah. Seriously, are we just going to skulk around? Yes. Really? Yes. Why? I mean, seriously, can't we just fight like a man or something like that? Michael, remind me never to take you on an extremely sensitive, covert operation of any type. Period. And why? Because when you lack the patience and skill, that's why. Meaning... Meaning you're not the prime choice in any form of takedown. seriously, that bot? I was about ready to shoot him, too.
This bot is no help at all. How did they manage to take over that one cruise?
Well, gee, Mikey, every last one of them was pretty much a civilian. I'm pretty sure they had the upper hand advantage in that subject.
Okay, that I can understand at least.
Really, Mikey?
No, really, I can understand that. At that rate, when he just clarify it. Because, I mean, that's gotta be the only way.
And what makes you think that that's the only way they were able to take that ship? I mean, they had security. Well, just because they had security doesn't mean they have trained guards. Doesn't mean they had anybody that's trained or even been vetted enough to be able to actually do, well, shall we say, any live fire exercises? You're kidding me.
You may have a point there.
Besides, I don't literally put down all security guards anyways. What do you mean, don't put down all security guards? Most of the security guards are former police or anything else besides security guards.
It would be a good reason not to put them down.
On top of it, they were hit by bots that were never originally, well...
Damn it! Shit! One down! Show yourself, bastard!
Why don't we just move around to get a clearer
I'd
view?
be scared to fight me too.
Because I'm trying to make sure my silhouette isn't given away.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
What's gotta hurt?
Mike picked him off in the knee.
Yeah, that does hurt. Let me get this straight. You just knocked off a target in the knee and it died? That's ridiculous.
Unhelpful to corpse.
Maybe ridiculous, but it proves something else. What? Technically, the only way you can die like that is if you literally suffer a severe shock. You're kidding me. Nope. There's just no way that that's true. I'm not even going to pull up the AI. Yeah, definitely not pulling up the AI today to literally even back that. I'm just going to leave it alone today. Because it's not true.
You sure it's not true, Mike?
It's just not. There's no way a human being could just simply die from a shot to the knee. Right. Like, you expect me to believe that? Fine, we'll go ahead and ask. And I'm going to laugh if the AI says otherwise. Yeah, whatever. Can a person die from a gun wound to the knee? What?
You got told.
Yes, though it's less commonly fatal than wounds to the chest, abdominal, or even head. The main risk, blood loss. The knee area contains the papillary arteries behind the knee, which is a major blood vessel. If it's severely or badly damaged, a person can bleed out in minutes without prompt intervention. Infection, sepsis, bone and joint injuries are prone or serious infection if not treated properly, which can become life-threatening over time. Fat embolism or clot complications. Severe bone fracture can occasionally lead to fat entering the bloodstream and causing a blockage through, though this is rare. Secondary trauma, shock from the injury itself, especially if care is delayed.
Wow, Michael, and you said that was not possible.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow. We learn something every day. I mean, really. We really learn something new every day.
You have got to be kidding me. You just read it yourself, man. There is just no. Yeah, it's creepy, isn't it? Very disturbing how weak the human body can be. Who or what in heaven's name would be so? Who do you think? You pretty much said the key hint right there. Heaven's name. Who? Oh, I wonder who. Gee, maybe the guy that runs heaven? But seriously. What? What? Are you so afraid of your own mortality that's not even funny? I mean, is that what's bugging you? The idea of how mortal a human being is? A gunshot wound to the knee. Yeah. And it doesn't bother you? It would bother me if I wasn't aware of it. That's where it would bother me. Matter of fact, that's what's actually bothering me right now, is how you literally thought I was lying about that.
You do what it takes to survive.
You know, that was kind of eerie how that just... I mean, the timing of that NPC's response. I mean, that was just too eerie to what... I mean, it almost like that he responded exactly what you were saying, Mike.
Yeah, that's a little bit too damn creepy. What do you mean? I failed to see how the NPC could be
Recommend
responsible.
breaking lock in future. More efficient.
The idea that I just got through saying that I would be more concerned about not being aware of it in order to survive, and it's literally the NPC says you do what you can to survive or need to survive.
Yeah, that's creepy. Very creepy. I mean, that is so creepy. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Look up what? Look up whether if this game is voice sensitive or not, because that did freak me out a bit.
Starfield, are the NPC AI voices sensitive or voice sensitive or listening in on players' mics?
Yeah.
And the answer is no? Really? Hold on. Is there any other option? I mean, we are streaming here.
That is a good question.
Yeah. While streaming on Twitch, can viewers impact AI's behavior? Okay, so there is no... Then how the hell did... I mean, that was too creepily... The only way viewers could influence gameplay, third-party Twitch extension bots like crowd control that lets chat trigger effects, spawning enemies, let's see, applying debuff, etc. These exist for some games, but I'm not aware of one built for Starfield especially. Worth checking the chat and crowd control site on Twitch extension directory if you want to see current support. But even then, that line by itself is creepy.
Yeah, I know.
So, Woo 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 woo. I guess.
Something along that line, because...
But seriously, that is like really creepy.
Mikey, I think you're just reading in too much into it.
Oh, am I? I mean, Mike's finding it a bit creepy that was literally timed like that.
Or what? What next, Mikey? You're going to sit there and say maybe it's one of the universe's ways of literally saying, hey, you're onto something, Mike? Or something like that? I don't even know how to respond to that thought, to be honest. Oh, what is that supposed to mean? For most of my life, I've been the universe's biggest punching bag, and for some odd reason, it just dished that crap out. No, I don't know how to respond to that concept at all. Of course you wouldn't. You just wouldn't at all know how to actually respond decently to anything, practically.
Really? You're going to sit there and say that?
I mean, you're talking to somebody that's picking off another human being just like that in a game. Dude, it's a game. Still, I mean, why couldn't you just simply walk up and talk to them? See if they would be willing to defect. Har har.
Increasing practicality variable.
Thank you for killing the worm.
Not a problem. I think seriously, you need to get over this worm thing. Dude, even if he didn't want the worm, if I can spit it out. Even if he didn't freak out about the worm, I still would have killed it just simply because. Really? Yes. Why? Just simply because. See, this is the problem with you. You guys have such double standards in the subject. My freaking... Ow, my freaking ears. What?
I guess you remember that line off from Simpsons?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good episode.
What? It was when Mo Sizlak decided to open up his bar as a family restaurant, just so he could earn more money. And that was a long time ago.
Right?
What do you mean a long time ago? You have any idea how old that episode is? No. You wouldn't understand how it's a long time ago. You mind explaining? That episode was aired during the time I was still in my teens.
Yeah, that is an old episode.
Even then, I think... What's wrong? Sense of smell.
What do you mean, sense of smell?
Something smells like it may be burning. That's what I'm thinking. Really? It's faint. Let me go check something.
Okay, so what was it?
One of the next door neighbors are having a barbecue.
So, they're barbecuing? Okay, so what's the problem with them barbecuing?
They were using something I didn't recognize. And that's supposed to mean what? They're barbecuing with cedar.
So, that's what set you off, is the idea that they literally barbecued with something that's got cedar in it?
Well, yeah, it set me off.
Why?
You have any idea how many cedar trees are around this area?
Oh.
Where's it coming from?
I mean, seriously, Mikey.
Can't take cover! I never liked him anyway!
I'm talking about cedar trees.
I smell credits.
I mean, yeah, the guy's barbecuing, that means everything's under control and all that stuff, but still, the idea of cedar.
You think you can hide from me?
The idea that it smells like cedar is what tripped me off, okay? Even though it was a faint smell. What do you mean, even though it was a faint smell? Just that.
It doesn't even smell that strong.
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Was the next door neighbor close?
No? Just couple houses down.
They must be having a good barbecue going.
Only a matter of research shows baking soda, effective soft stain remover, mineral oil, or rubbing alcohol for hard goods.
Actually, wait a minute.
houses down. Man, your nose has gotta be that good to pick up on it. Yeah, and why would your nose be that good to pick up on it? You do realize there is a bit of windage going on, right? Right. You mind explaining why it is that you can smell it from a couple houses down? Oh, really? Usually people don't really pay attention to something that's a couple houses down. As I said, it's cedar. And the idea that they're cooking with cedar literally is what set me off, okay? And I'm kind of surprised that it didn't set me off in a bad way. What do you mean? That bot does not help at all. Yeah, you're telling me. That bot would only be good as paperweight. No, he wouldn't. What do you mean he wouldn't be good as paperweight? Because he moves. Oh, right. Paperweight stays still. Forgot that. Sit still and, you know, cause an issue? Unfortunately, no, Mikey, it can't. I mean, can we even command it to, like, sit in one place? I wish. This guy? Yes. Why did you need a ninja him? I mean, seriously. Why did I need a ninja him? This. You gotta perform 75 kills? Yeah. That difficult to get out there? Don't ask me. Why do we have the night vision on? Because I rather prefer to see everything clearly. Right.
Recommending auxiliary washes hands after collection.
I do realize that's rather bright. I do realize if I don't have it on, I tend to miss something. I say you missed something a couple of times there.
Ooh.
What?
All I can say is if he turns up disappearing from the personality matrix some point in time, can I get the space that he was occupying?
No, you cannot get the space I was occupying.
We'll see about that.
Honestly.
We'll see.
What is he talking about? Personality matrix deletion or whatever. Hello? You ranged?
Found me a target.
Did we just took out 2 people at once without realizing it? Probably. Did we yeah, we seriously did. Honestly, a lucky shot. Yeah, that was in fact lucky. I'll admit that. Really? You're not going to brag about it? You're not going to say how good you are or something like that? Not everybody needs to literally brag about things, man. So you're just going to sit there and say it was a lucky shot? Yeah. Really?
Yes.
Cannot seriously tell me that you're just... What do you want me to say exactly, Michael? Have a bit of pride in what you did, at least.
What?
Don't even bother, Mikey. I don't even think he knows what he's talking about. Oh, this coming from somebody that just says that that one shot he made was just a lucky shot. Yeah, it's a lucky shot on numerous grounds. Like, how was it a lucky shot? First of all, I didn't know the target was there. Secondly, I'm surprised it was the target. Thirdly, I'm surprised that it wasn't an innocent bystander. So when I say, yeah, that was a lucky shot, it could have gone wrong so many different ways.
He's got a point.
Honestly.
But seriously, what was with your voice getting that deep bit with there, Mike? I mean, it almost sounded creepy.
I know. just stay still? You know, it would be nice if the game was voice activated so we can tell him to just act like a paperweight and sit on a paper. The only question is, would he actually obey it? No, he wouldn't. I mean, seriously though. What were they thinking when they programmed that thing? You mean Delta? Yeah. They weren't. I mean, all other companions, you can sit there and tell them, sit, stay, behave. But him, no, you can't say that. He's always, like, following you, mimicking you, whatever crap you. Okay, they're all dead in this area. Seriously? Did the body disappear? They disappear over time, yeah. I like the night vision. I find it to be a little bit unnecessary. You would find it unnecessary. Why do we keep shooting worms? Let me ask this question. Why not? Seriously. I'm surprised we even find this thing. I know. Well, haven't you considered painting it, you know, white, yellow, something that we can find the vehicle in? Dude, we've been on a planet that literally had purple sand. And what makes you think we're going to find the vehicle if we went on the planet with the colors you mentioned? He's got a point. We got a choice. Mountains, volcanic. Let's go volcanic. radio tower. And then we have a landing site. Is that it? Probably. Oh no, it's not it. But would it count? That's a good question. Science and exploration will find out if it counts. That's always a good idea. Watch, it's not.
You have little faith.
It's not great. Have you tried looking it up first before wasting your energy trying to see if you can do such a thing? Okay, so it doesn't count as the energetic drifting. Right. But at least we have places to live. Did we unpack before we thought about that idea? Why did we need to unpack? Just would have been a thought, you know. Spacer Predator. So he's going to disappear like the Predators off of Alien vs. Predator? That would be hilarious. But at the same time, I hope like heck he's not going to. About silently, like ninjas in the night. Mikey, it's daytime, and we're not ninjas. Speak for yourself, Mikey.
Yeah.
Lowering. Reference for dead variable.
Seriously, you two are just childish.
Why are we childish?
Just because. He's referring to the fact that we're trying to have fun while he can't have fun.
Oh, okay. Well, we're sorry if you can't.
He's gonna find you!
Someone flipping out? Yeah.
Potential repositioning required.
Got another! Hey!
Combat parameters updated. Executing.
You do hear the beep beep sound. Yes, I do, man. What do you think I'm trying to do?
Watermelons!
Mikey, we don't eat watermelons.
Combat simulation complete. Adjusting.
You think I don't eat watermelons? Oh, seriously? Have you eaten
Combat
watermelons?
efficacy lowered.
Yeah, I have.
Dispose of carry weight to increase effectiveness.
Then how come I don't see you eating them? I mean, seriously, we passed by them multiple times. Do you have any idea how expensive food is these days? I mean, really.
He's got a point there.
Still, why not? Let me ask this, if I may. Is there any particular reason why you want me to go out and get a watermelon to prove it or something like
Recommending increase in accuracy.
that? What? I mainly just want to know why we can't simply get a watermelon. I mean, are we poor? Are we destituted, or do we have some sort of issue with actually getting such food?
Wow, you're being a jerk today, Michael.
I'm just asking for clarity as to why or how come. I mean, I'm just asking for clarity. I'm never really appreciative about anything, are you? I am appreciative. No, you're not. Pretty sure if I get through designing your ship, I'm gonna sit there and say, oh, it's not the ship I want. Oh, I'm not thankful for it. Oh, this, oh, that. Or literally sit there and ask if I could do a better job.
Where the hell are you? Hey.
Collecting the Sputniks. Right?
Although technically potatoes shouldn't be growing like that, but still. What do you mean they shouldn't be growing like that? Potatoes grow underground. Seriously?
Yeah. What, you didn't know potatoes grow like that?
I'm just left questioning why we're making such a big deal about it. Technicality. I mean, after all, games do educate people, whether if the game developer realizes it or not, whether if the player realizes it or not. Oh, really?
He's got a point. I mean, today we just thought, oh, shooting somebody in the knee wouldn't kill them. Right up until Mike read off the full detail of how it could kill him.
Probably pointless. Seriously. Seriously, you gotta be kidding me. Well, if games could teach, why would we worry about the detail of whether a potato grows in the ground? Really? You're going to ask that question? Yeah. Well, okay. Go ahead and ask the question. I'm not going to ask the question because it's a ridiculous question.
It doesn't look like that they parked their little thing on lava.
Let's see, we're already nailing down one.
What are you thinking?
I'm wondering if what they're referring to as chemistry may be what we know for the entire time. What if it was? If it was, then we're going to be idiot. Probably is.
I don't get it.
What?
It looks like a pile of crystals, and usually crystals are supposed to be geology based or something like that.
Yeah, well,
Well, what the freak?
no, just thought about that.
Collected all the antimicrobials only to be told that we don't have antimicrobials.
I'm not worried about it.
Right. Fried pickles? Who would fry pickles? I mean, that sounds gross.
Actually, I would be interested in trying one.
Why?
Have you ever had fried onions?
Okay, good point. That may be an interesting thought there.
Really? Fried pickles. Yeah, just for the heck of it.
Potatoes!
Seriously, Mikey, why would you be happy to see potatoes? You have any idea how many things you can make with potatoes? No. You can make a lot of different meals with just with potatoes. And you expect me to believe that? No? Okay, what meals can you make with potatoes? Hash browns for one. You can even have potato pancakes for another. Let's see, mashed potatoes. That's always a good classic meal. potato au gratin.
That does sound good.
Seriously. Hey, you asked what we can make with potatoes. We're just listing and naming all the things that we could make with a potato. But seriously, why? Why would we just be happy about potato? Because they already contain most of the starch that we need, I guess. That and the fact that you could also have baked potatoes.
That does sound like a good idea right now.
Right? Baked potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the problem with having baked potatoes?
Yeah, that does sound like a good idea. Baked potatoes.
Mikey, do you mind not drooling over the keyboard?
Can't help it. Baked potatoes sound like a good idea right now.
You two are literally hopeless on this subject. Why are we hopeless? It's a potato! Yeah, to just anybody in the hands of a culinary master, it can turn into a lot of things. I highly doubt that.
I forgot. Does Ratatouille have potato in it?
That is a good question. And we're looking it up. Why? Because.
Did we even spell Ratatouille correctly? I don't know. That's what Ratatouille is made of?
Oh, yes, it is. Which is very funny. How is Ratatouille very funny with its ingredients, huh? Gee, let's see. Eggplant, zucchini, bell peppers, tomato, and onions. Simmered with herbs like thyme and basil. Sounds good right about now. And what's so funny about the quote-unquote ingredients? You really want me to ask this thing that question? What question? What question? No, it was not a peasant's meal. What? Yes, ratatouille originated as a humble peasant dish from the Provence region of France, specifically associated with the area around Nice. It was traditionally made by farmers and rural cooks using whatever summer vegetable were abundant and cheap.
Let me guess, you thought the meal was something great, like elegant and luxury?
Would you prefer lobster, sir? Don't you dare say, yeah, it was a peasant's meal. Lobster was a peasant meal because of the abundance when it came to the ocean. And guess what? It was often fed to, well, poor people. All of these so-called luxury meals, or meals of luxury as you put it, were once peasant meals. Yeah. Look at his face about it. I mean, his face looks flustered over it. There is just... Well, it may have been a peasant meal, but today it is such a cuisine and... Yeah, whatever. Excuse me? Let me put you this way. You want to call it a luxury meal just because of the fact that these days it's literally prepped and literally whatever? I mean, is that what it boils down to? You want to call it a luxury meal because it's associated with the rich? Let me explain why it became a luxury meal over time. Okay? You have any idea how many people don't like to literally work with lobster? Do you? I don't even like to work with lobster when it comes to cooking. Do you have any idea why it's becoming a luxury meal? Let's see. Did Ratatouille... Can you even pronounce it correctly? Do you speak French? Well, parlez français. Aye, parlez français, sir. Pardon-moi, je m'appelle Mike. What? You didn't think you knew how to speak French, did you? I only know how to speak petite of it. Just enough to be able to get around France if I need to. Did Ratatouille and lobsters became luxury meal because because of the lack of people willing to prepare them. Not quite. The real story is different for each, and the lack of people willing to prepare them isn't really a driver for either. Lobster in colonial New England lobsters was so abundant it washed up on the shores in piles. It was considered food for the poor, prisoners, indentured servants. Some servants' contract reportedly limited how often masters could serve it. It became luxury in the 1800s mainly because of the railroads and the refrigeration, which let live lobsters be shipped inland to cities like New York. So basically just shipping there. Ratatouille, this one didn't become luxury. In the price sense, it's still a cheap, humble dish at its core. What changes is its status to fine dining. Chefs like Thomas Keller reworked it into an elegant, technique-heavy version. Thin slices of vegetables arranged in a spiral, aka confit by whatever the name is. The dish featured in the Pixar movie. That elevated its reputation and made it something you might see plated drastically in nice restaurants, but the ingredients themselves stayed cheap and accessible. So that one was due to preparation. Yeah, pretty much. You gotta be kidding me. It's simply meal preparation for that one. Most of what you call fine dining or luxury meals is mainly due to preparation. Not whether or not the ingredients are expensive. Technicality, yeah, the lobster is still based on preparation simply because of its preservation across land. Yeah, that I can see. Are they not going to let us get rid of that? Nope. Let's go ahead and see if this one spot is the spot we were looking for the entire time. And if it's about to be the spot we were looking for, I'm going to be pissed. And why would you be pissed? Because we were technically at the spot and we didn't bother with it? Yeah, that would be a bit of a lesson. Exactly. So mainly the meals are just luxury just because of how they're being prepared. Much. Wow. That's so disappointing. Said it was because nobody really wanted to work with it. Dude, do you have any idea how long it takes to cook lobster? Or what it takes to cook lobster? That's a good question. Oh, what are you doing, Michael? I'm looking up just exactly how long it takes to cook lobster. What it takes to cook lobster. Because I think it's BS what you're saying right there. Basic steps. Boiling method. Fill a large pot with water, enough to fully submerge the lobster in salt. About 1/4 cup per gallon. Should taste like seawater. Do you have any idea how big the lobsters can get, though? Bring it to a rolling boil. Grab the lobster behind the tail, plunge it head first into the pot. He does realize that we're talking about the fact that the lobster is alive when you're doing that, right? It can be either done live or dead. Cover cover and boil. 1 pound lobster, 7 to 8 minutes. 1.25, 9 minutes. 1.5 pounds, 10 to 12 minutes. Add 3 minutes per extra half pounds. Lobster is done when shell turns bright red and internal temps hit 135 to 140 at the thickest part of the tail. Alternative, steaming, gentle. Rest waterlogged meat use a couple inches of salt. Salted water, dude. I was about to say that. At a rolling boil steam basket. Same timing plus 3 to 4 minutes. After cooking, plunge into ice bath for a minute or two and stop the cooking. Skip this if served immediately hot. Crack claw and tail. Remove the veins running down the tail. How about you try asking if that easy to cook, why isn't it cooked often? I'm gonna do that. If that easy to cook, why not cooked often? Live lobster runs about 10 to 20 pounds, depending on where you are, so a couple of lobster can easily be a $40 to $80 meal. Availability. Not every grocery store keeps live tanks, especially in the kill yourself factor. A lot of people get squeamish about dropping a live... Go on. Mess and equipment. You need a pot big enough, crackers, picks, and you dealing with shell everywhere after. It feels like a special occasion food. Psychologically, people file it with steaks and lobster and champagne type meals rather than a weeknight dinner, even though the actual cook time is like 10 minutes. So the technique is genuinely simple. It's the price tag and the ick factor of the kill that keeps it in the special occasion column for most people.
I thought you said you could cook lobster dead as well.
You could, but it's not worth it. So, Michael. Why would we be... Just shoot him for that, because I mean, literally, they're threatening to kill us. Yeah, I know, but I'm still waiting to see if Mike's going to answer the question. Michael's going to answer the question. What? Are you ready to kill a lobster? Or willing to? Why should I be the one doing it? Well, because you keep going on about how it's a luxury meal and all that stuff. How it's gotta be a luxury thing.
Michael? No, Michael.
Why the heck do they serve the damn things live? Oh. I mean, seriously, why? Just why?
He's just going to avoid the question, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Maybe you don't understand, but no, you do understand. We understand a lot better than you. I'll guarantee you it's more along the line that there'll always be somebody else that comes in besides you. Oh, would you? To be honest, I'm not too thrilled about it. Besides, lobster doesn't taste that great anyways. How dare you? Excuse me, what? How dare you say that? Dude, part of the reason why it's not served constantly every night is because it's not that great.
Question, how do you know it could be served dead anyway?
How do I know?
Yeah.
They had something called seafood lasagna and it had lobster in it. Worse yet, not only did it have lobster in it, but it also had octopus in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was disappointing.
Is this it?
Yep, that's it.
Yay! We're done with this area now.
But yeah, seafood lasagna was the most disappointing lasagna I ever had. I don't know whether if it was because of my taste buds or what it was. I just didn't like it. I'll admit, I like crab. Yeah, crab is actually good.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it's sweet. Plus, it doesn't have like that gummy feel that most of the other ones do have.
Kinda wish I did try it myself now.
You hate lobster, but you like crab. Yes, and now I know you got bullshit. No, I'm not.
Okay, what are you looking at? What?
Not sure. Don't care.
Oh, we're landing on Iridian 3?
Yeah, and we're going to have animals to study.
Yay! Go to the wildlife viewing station.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be a good place to go. What are you asking?
Lobster and crab
Okay, this is saying that lobsters are sweeter, richer, and more buttery than with a firmer, denser meat texture than the tail. Yeah, as I said, I had basically seafood lasagna. Meaning, it made it taste different, too. Right. Okay, let's see if that's even factual. Wait, what? Yeah. Heat exposure baking in a lasagna extends can make the lobster meat tougher and chewier compared to quick searing, steam, or poached. Overcooked lobsters get rubbery and loses some of its natural sweetness. Baloney! Yeah. Okay, so we learned something there. Michael? Yeah, I know. Animals. Got it. Wait, so that means that the octopus may not be the only thing we were tasting that was rubbery. Probably. That what? I mean, you actually had lobster and you don't like it? Well, I didn't like how it was prepared, if that's what you're trying to get at. I mean, as it said and pointed out, the blasted thing changed the whole meat texture completely. You have got to be lying. Somehow you have got to be lying. Let me put you this way, dude. It was a pre-made, prepped meal. Okay? It wasn't like my parents made it from scratch or something like that, but it was all pre-made. So yeah. That may have been the problem. Yeah, because I read the instructions before Michael decided to literally just exit out of it. What did it say? It said to literally turn around and add the meat later on in the process, not during or before. Ah. Well, it doesn't matter, because evidently you don't like lobster. The problem with that is... not even willing to kill the thing, but you still want to go on about it. And what's even more so is that you never had it, and you still want to go on about it. Simply because you think that you gotta go about it just so you can what? Try to impress somebody else?
Got a point there.
You know what, I might as well just let the cat out of the bag. One of the biggest problems with narcissism in the first place is how you guys always think that you have to try to impress everybody else, instead of just simply living your life normally.
Yep, that about sums it up.
Firing.
Find them now!
Idiot! Now look at you! Cover me!
Compiler. Potential executions. Combat analysis of auxiliary. Minimal.
Come on!
Dang, this one bottom hurt. Note to self.
What?
Remind me to get into a better viewing position.
Right?
Typical. Just had to botch it all up. Michael. What? I'm going to say it clear as day. If I'm botching it up, so are you. What do you mean, so am I? Just that. So are you. I wasn't the one making the shots. I wasn't the one that did this, wasn't the one that did that, blah, 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 blah. But you are the one that's constantly, literally stating clearly how you can do so much better. Holy crap, that's a lot of soda.
That is a lot. Is it soda?
I don't know, but I just want to take the crate now.
No, right?
You want to sit there and worry about the idea of what everybody else thinks, but don't even think for one moment that, yeah, that, hey, guess what? Your actions are being recorded here. No, they're not. Right. I'll let you in on a little secret, Michael. What generally gains people's attention is how you cope with the failures.
Wait, this damn thing isn't active?
That is surprising. But yeah, it's basically how you cope with the failures, how you overcome the issues, all that stuff that people become more impressed. Not how you pretend that you can actually do crap or get through things. got a smiley face to it. Can we use this microscope? I don't even think it's an actual microscope. Yes, it is. Well, not microscope. Telescope. Mikey, why did you call it a microscope? I just now thought about that. But yeah, it's a telescope. And I don't even think it's a real one. Why not? Because usually you're viewing... The part you view in is usually like an L shape. This is like straightforward, like you have to get down on your knees to be able to use it. Oh, good point. Microscope. You're laughing about the fact that he made a mistake while we were streaming. Yeah. Why? Because it was funny. We weren't trying to take that gun, were we? Heck no. I was trying to leave it behind and shut the damn thing. Ah, for... Let's try this again. There. It was a bit annoying. Oh, yeah. So what? We're just supposed to look like repetitive failures in the eyes? Will you just stow it? Maybe you don't get it. Yeah, I get it. You're worried about what everybody else thinks. That's generally typical of basically anybody that's a narcissist. Okay? Where's everybody else at? I don't know. I mean, this is supposed to be a wildlife viewing reserve, right? Yeah, it is. And I mean, it looks like it's still active. Or was active. You have a point there. Where is everybody? Can this bot go elsewhere? I wish she would. Processing plant. Cave. Abandoned farm. Ship stop. Ooh, ship stop. Cave again. Ship stop the next stop? Yep. Really? What? You guys have a bad habit of just hurting yourselves. I mean, can we go back to the ship and see the dock on the ship? Yeah, about that, no. Wait, what? I said no. Why? Because it's not needed. What do you mean it's not needed? It's That is not neat. Ooh, yes. Ooh, animals. Don't run them over. Nice. Seriously, Mikey. What? You have a thing against worms, but you have no problems with the idea of scanning what pretty much amounts to bugs. Okay, so what are we looking at? Seriously? I don't know what you're grabbing about. Seriously? Seriously, what? Why do we have to sneak around? Why not just kick their butts like we always do?
What does he think we're trying to do?
I don't know. You do realize we're bleeding, right? Yeah, and... Can't we just go to the doctor and get this crap taken care of? You'll be fine, Michael. Besides... things are far more worse besides coughing and bleeding. Oh, really?
Let's see.
do so? Yeah.
Eee, so we're 50% resistant to staggering and 100 kilos gained. That means...
Oh, we can only carry up to 200. We have an 8.
Oh, 260. Okay. Not complaining.
Drawn more unwanted attention than we should. Okay, but we got a natural trench. A natural what? Trench. What do you mean we have a natural trench? You don't see it? This is more of a natural trench, so we're good. How are we good, exactly? Good because we got a place to duck and cover when we need it. Like that. Have a legend pirate. What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
Really? Well, they are pirates. Very fun. Seriously, that cop is going to give us away. Why do you think I've been keeping my distance? Oh, snap. Who's got eyes on us? I don't know.
Probability of your success, null. Error.
Okay,
Enemy
that's who had
lost.
eyes on us.
Counting. Waiting bullets. Beginning enemy obituary.
Seriously, they're just going to sit up there? Well, they're no longer sitting up there. Right. Why are we circling this whole thing like what? Can't we just go in and storm it already? Technically, running in and storming into places is what generally gets more people killed than necessary. Seriously. Michael, we had this little discussion before, have we not? You remember what happened the last time? Oh yeah, he got stuck in that... What was it? It was between a wall and... some structure or something like that. Materials. Yeah, he got stuck in between a wall and materials. Okay, fine. Getting irritated with all the sneaking we do. And why exactly? Because why are we sneaking? Are we cowards? Is that what you're thinking? Just because we're sneaking, it's a level of cowardness? Did we just seriously fractured our limb? Yeah. Are you serious? Well, technically we wouldn't fracture our limb. What do you mean we wouldn't fracture our limb? We just did! Dude, we would have fell on the person and that would have killed the person. Okay? Besides, odds are we just got busted shit. That's all. That's all. I do remember that he's got at least be able to get 75. Well. So we have to do stuff. I don't know. Dang, what is up with this jump pack? It's a skip pack. Okay, and that bot doesn't help us at all. close its damn doors. Really? What do you want, Michael? We are in no shape to actually be fighting. Okay, and... shouldn't we be falling back to the ship? I don't think he gets the point, does he? Nope. We know there's two others in there, but why aren't they coming out? The game could have possibly glitched.
What is he doing?
I do not know. Do not care. And in all honesty, I hope they rip him to shreds.
Sensible action.
Seriously, where, I'm not even going to question, I'm just going to leave it alone. Ammo. Ammo. Ammo! Yes, I know, Mikey. Calm yourself. But ammo! Yes, ammo. And this was a good call to raid. We're walking away with so much loot. Yeah, but the only real problem is that right. Okay. The only real problem is though is finding the stores that can sell and take, well, pay for the loot. All right. Really, you're thinking it's that difficult to find stores to sell the loot to? Yes, I am. Meanwhile, the stores are set at 4,000, 10,000 at most. And we're coming in with about nearly over millions in loot. You got a point. If we even try to sell the entire inventory that we have of minerals, resources, and components, yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Meatloaf! Yay!
You like meatloaf?
Hey, I'm not complaining about meatloaf or food. I mean, there are times where we end up starving. Ammo. So much ammunition.
Really, Mikey? Hey, I'm not complaining about him enjoying the fact of finding ammunition. Fine.
Why didn't we take the bell? The bell.
I was actually trying to tap the bell
Why?
to see if I could get service.
Okay, what would be the service?
Basically the service would be to save me the time of hunting them down.
That does make sense, actually. That would be funny if you could use the bell.
What the?
Oh my.
Take them down!
Enemies undetected. Updating parameters.
Where did she come from?
She must have came from upstairs.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie would be good right about now.
I know, right?
Really?
What? Patty melt?
Kind of want to avoid burgers for a while. Had too many of them.
Right. Why do I get that vibe?
The red light vibe?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. Red light vibe? What? The pirates made a room where they could go chicka bow wow. Really? Yeah? Have you no sense of... No sense of what? That chicka bow wow thing. What? What is it that you're so offended by it? Why did you even mention it? Why do you have any idea how many times Chicka Bow Wow showed up in a kid's cartoon? You're kidding me. No, I kid you not. Wait, the action itself? No, just the words Chicka Bow Wow. Oh, okay, I was about to say, wait a minute, what cartoons are we talking about at this rate? I know, right, it is a bit disturbing. Why would it be in a kid's cartoon, if anything? Don't ask me. I'm not Disney.
Wait, it was a Disney cartoon?
I think. I mean, it is Pixar. Or was Pixar. I'm trying to figure out which one the Croods belong to.
The Croods? Wait, it was from a Croods cartoon that they used the word?
Yeah, but they didn't use it as a word exactly.
Then what did they use it as?
They used it as a name.
Wait, what?
They came up with a character, named him Chicka Bow Wow, And that's basically how they're getting away with it. You have got to be shitting me on that one. It's a Netflix animation called The Croods. Look it up. I will. Now, you're seriously going to look it up when he's literally not lying about that? I think he's bullcrapping it. Okay, we're waiting for the search to come back. Oh, wait, what do you know? Why the heck would they be using that word? Exactly. That's because that's the way it is, I guess. I mean, after all, basically Disney has been shady in the past. Far more shady than what they should be. For their own good, by the way. Yeah, well, whatever. The idea, the audacity. Dude. What do you think? What were you expecting? I mean, it's supposed to be a family's program. Yeah, I know. And they use such a vulgar word as a name to a character? Yeah. So, basically, why did it get all quiet? No. What time is it anyways? Oh, no. Wouldn't we get more money if we actually turn around and took the, like, forbidden parts and sell them to the Trade Authority? Not even worth it. Just gotta ask this question. What? Why is it that it seemed like that Bethesda didn't try to come up with new music for this game? It's because they actually turn around and rip their other music from the other games just to be able to make them. or make the music for this game. Okay, I thought I was just hallucinating on that one. No, you're basically right. In fact, better question is, why don't they have a radio in this one? I think it has something to do with the trouble they got in about music rights when it came to the Fallout 4. What trouble are we talking about? Oh, when the family didn't. Yeah, that's stupid. Bet you they're regretting it now. I don't know. Well, they have to be regretting it. I mean, after all, you're talking about the fact that now it turned into such a popular TV show. Let me guess, you don't like it? Never did. And why not? Because the lead character is a woman? Or something like that? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of a detail to that I find annoying. Oh, like what? That they can't survive or something like that? Is that what you're trying to get at? Sexist. Really? You're going to try? Seriously? You're going to try calling sexist about that? I just simply don't like the show. Period. And if anybody's actually being sexist, it's the one that's actually making a big deal about it. Not the person that just simply doesn't like the show. Okay, then what legitimate reason do you not like the show or have a problem with liking the show? What legitimate reason? The fact that they messed up on some of the wars. Other than that, I haven't really seen it. It only took me about a few seconds to watch, and I said, nope. So you gave up on it after a few seconds. Yeah. What, the goals weren't realistic enough for you or something? I don't know, the goals were fine. Then why didn't you like the show? Come on, why didn't you like the show? Spit it out.
Archiving technique for analysis.
It is because the character's a woman, isn't it? Michael, let me clarify something. Just because I don't like a show doesn't have anything to do with gender or whatnot. Secondly, lately, because of half the nonsense that Hollywood's been trying to cram down everybody else's throats about how we should live or some crap like that, I haven't been really paying attention to anything new. The only time I pay attention to anything new is basically, and I'm going to say this clearly, basically anime. Okay? And believe me, a lot of the main characters in anime, a lot of the lead characters in anime are female. So stow it with that nonsense you're trying to pull, okay? Because the reality is, the show just sucks. I mean, if somebody else likes it, okay, they like it. But to me, it just sucks. That's all it boils down to. A likely story. Oh my. Okay. Let me ask this. What do you got against the enemies? Nothing. Oh no, you got something against the enemies. What do you got against them? I don't have a single thing against enemies. Then why the other day when we were trying to watch Appleseed, you complain about it non-stop? My only complaint is just how unrealistic that show seemed. Right, how that show seemed. Question. Do you remember who the main character was in Appleseed? No, I don't. Right. So you don't remember that her name was Dunan, right?
Charting new exhaustion rate. Updating speed.
Or the fact that it was a she that was the main character. Can we please get that healed? I'll get it healed when I'm ready to get it healed. Is that the way you treat your own body? I mean, seriously? You're really asking that. Well, is it? Hello? So, what part do you want him to answer when he answers this? Just out of curiosity, Michael. What do you mean? What do I want him to what part of it do I want him to answer when he answers it? I just want him to answer the truth. Is this something that he really does to his own body in reality? Michael, you do realize that at one point I did train in MMA, right? So that was at one point. Okay? That was at one point. Which means, technically, even if you did train in MMA, as you put it, you would be going to the doctor to make sure that you were physically fit. Total list of injuries. Now, why is the doc... I gotta go check what he's doing. I'll be right back to finish this conversation. Alright, Michael. You're asking if I would literally put my body through similar injuries and all that stuff without seeing doctors. Total list of injuries. Spraying my arm during a jiu-jitsu match while training. That literally hurt like heck. I didn't go to the doctor for that. Instead, I looked up how to treat it at home. Pretty much wore a sling when I could, and then at the same time, kept the damn thing compressed, and used a hot and cold pack on it till it literally healed over, or anything else. If it was going to get any worse, then yes, I would actually consider going to the doctor. But thankfully, it didn't get worse, it just simply healed. The next injury, oh, this is a favorite but classic, is a freak little accident involving kickboxing, where basically my blasted three of my toes in a row made contact with somebody's shin guard. The end result, all 3 toes got busted.
Oh, that had to hurt.
The twisted part is, I didn't even realize they were broken until later on when they started hurting a bit more. And then when they started turning a bit grayish, which I later learned is definitely a sign that the bone in the toes will be forming. The end result of that is that I ended up with the fact of pulling my toes out and breaking them again to make sure that they would actually form properly. All I could really do is just splint the damn thing and take Tylenol. Or aspirin. And I'm not done there yet. In most of my blasted sparring matches, I literally ended up with chipped tooth. Got knocked up the head quite literally by one guy that was about nearly 300 pounds. Let's see. Strain and sprain most of my muscles. Yeah. You're asking me whether if I'll literally put the body through abuse during training or any situational thing like this? I'm pretty sure the solid answer is yes. Well, Michael, what's your rebuttal? I mean, seriously. What do you have to say? I mean, really. He's got to be insane not to go to the doctor. Oh yeah, and then I forgot about the concussion that I suffered at one point. You suffered a concussion and still didn't went to the doctor. That one, it was in case of didn't went to the doctor, I was forced to go to the doctor. Finally, somebody had reasonable sense to make sure you see the doctor. Yeah, the only reason why I was forced is because I was told to either go to the doctor or I lose my job. Really? Yeah. Not seriously be serious about half the injuries you just mentioned. I am. Oh yeah, I even drowned at one point. You drowned? Yeah, about roughly age 18. How? It was basically a trip with friends during just after school. We basically went to a lake. And of course, there was no real restriction distance whatsoever. Swam too far out. Oh, actually first. Had about 4 to 5 to even 6 cans of Pepsi before I started swimming. They were all ice cold, by the way. The end result, I swam out too far to the point where I started cramping up and ended up sinking. Luckily, one of my friends realized there was a problem, pulled me out of the water, and then after he pulled me out of the water, pulled me to shore, I was still conscious. And I guess your friend took you to the doctor to make sure you were okay. Actually, no. What? I was still conscious. There was no reason to take me to the doc. Insane! Why do you think I'm insane? Just because there was no real reason to take me to the doc. Now, I'll admit there was one point in time where I was about nearly insane, according to your definition. Oh, and what was that? The fact that when I literally got my COVID shot, I ended up with full-blown COVID. That was a fun experience, by the way. Pretty much it just first started off with me just simply feeling like I just had a simple temperature. It wasn't until I realized that the temperature didn't drop after like about 2 days. Usually my high fevers go away within a day when it's something I'm normally used to. But when I realized that, yeah, that 2 days afterwards it wasn't normal, yeah. Why are you not getting us back to the ship so the doc can heal us? We'll be fine. No, oh my gosh. We are not fine. I mean, do you not realize we are not fine? Hello? Dude, we'll be fine. This coming from a maniac.
How would he be a maniac?
The idea that he's not... I mean, seriously, Mikey, that... what he just got through saying can't possibly be normal.
You're right, it's not normal.
Thank you. So we really need to convince him that he needs to learn how to go to a doc then. What for? What?
What for?
Are you kidding me? I mean, hello, we're a part of his body. If he has a medical emergency and refuses to go to the doc, that puts us at risk.
You didn't really listen to him, did you?
What do you mean by that?
He's pretty much got a good idea of when to go to the doctor and when not to go to the doctor.
You have got to be kidding me, Mikey. You really have got to be kidding me.
Earlier, you were the guy that said that a human being couldn't die from just a bullet wound to the knee.
Well, I stand corrected, okay? I stand totally corrected on that one. I'll admit that I was wrong for not thinking that a bullet wound to the knee could actually kill somebody.
Yeah, that's just it. He was the one that said it can happen, proved that it can happen, and then yet you
are the one that's sitting there freaking out saying we should be going to the doctor for whatever reason. What's your point? My point is that maybe he's got it under control here. You're kind of flipping out over something that's pretty much self-evident. Says, hey, he knows what he's doing. Let me ask you this, Michael. One. When it comes to fixing things locally, who's supposed to be more responsible in fixing whatever problem is locally? Well, why is the pack not? It's because it's a. I have to do it this way. Well, Michael, who's supposed to be responsible when it comes to dealing with things locally? The local government is supposed to be the one responsible. Okay, why? What do you mean, why? I mean, why and in what sense? Why are they the one that's supposed to be responsible? Because they're the ones that are governing things locally. Yeah, governing. Okay? Governing. Since when did that specifically and wholeheartedly, expressively, intently said that they were the ones that are supposed to be, well, responsible for everything?
Well?
Let me ask you this, Michael. If there was a pothole in front of this house right now, okay? If there was a pothole in front of the house, who's responsible for fixing it? If it's on the street, it's supposed to be the government's responsibility. Okay, but the real question is, why wait for the government to fix it? Because of regulations, because of special needs or treatments of that area. Okay, here's a better question. Why not us simply fix it? Because it's not our responsibility. Really? Yes. That's your argument. Yes.
Technically, I can see that, but at the same time, if I'm going to have a choice between sitting there waiting for whatever local officials to fix it versus the idea of just walking out there and fixing it myself, yeah, I'm going to go out and fix it myself. I'm not going to wait for the local officials to figure it out.
And then you could possibly face fines, issues, you know, possibly face a fine of $100 or so. Yeah, brilliant idea, Mikey. Brilliant idea. Yeah, well, at least the problem is fixed now, isn't it? And no, you don't really face fines. What do you mean? It literally depends on which city or state you're in. But other than that, basically both you and Mikey demonstrated something completely, which is the idea of the handing over power to the local authorities, as it were, or the local governing body, and how much power you both are willing to hand over to them. Meaning, if you're going to hand over the powers, all the powers that may be, and literally say it's all on the government, literally sit there and say that the government's fully responsible for it, leave it all up to the government to deal with, well, guess what? You're pretty much at the mercy of the government deciding when they'll go out there and actually fix the problem. Whereas Mikey demonstrated that no, he's going to exercise his power of choice to actually go out there, fix the problem, instead of waiting for the government to fix it. That's pretty much a huge difference right there in how the problem gets resolved. Okay. You remember our conversation about the idea of the Warhammer 40k drop pod not being the best choice? What about it? You got 8 people that are on a ship that you're trying to get off the ship or out of a ship, have them escape safely right now because the ship is suffering some major catastrophic failure. You have the choice between the following. The choice of the following that you have is that you have one Warhammer 40k drop pod, which is basically just meant for only Space Marines to use. Okay? You have another choice of 8 different OSTD or Halo drop pods. They're prepped, ready. The only thing is, though, is that the only way that people are going to be able to use them is if they're willing to listen to the instructor and literally learn how to actually pilot those drop pods. And then you only have 4 Helldiver drop pods, which really doesn't require any special training. Just literally select a destination, dial it in, and let the drop pod drop by itself. Now your goal here is to figure out how you're going to get 8 people down, or decide which 4 people out of that 8 people get to escape the ship that's having a catastrophic failure. That's absurd. No. It literally touches on something realistic. And what does it touches on realistically? Realistically, it touches on just exactly how people perceive government. It touches on how people make a decision when it comes to the subject. You got people that absolutely believe that basically the government should be taking care of them 100%, non-stop, 24/7. But the problem is that if you literally look at the drop pods and the selection, it's basically the far left, far right, and what's in the middle. We all know that the Warhammer 40k drop pod cannot safely get everybody down unless they're Space Marines. We all know that with basically the Helldiver drop pods, well, on those super carriers, there's only 4 of those drop pods. So you're forcing the government to literally turn around and literally have the choice of who lives, who dies, pretty much on that subject. And then you have the 8 Halo drop pods. The drop pods where basically they're going to have to learn how to use them and operate them to be able to get down to the planetary system safely. The problem is that for most people, they don't want to learn how to use anything. They don't want to learn how to fix anything. They don't want to learn how to figure things out. They just want to leave it up to the government and not waste time with it at all, or do anything productive with it at all. I'm sorry, but out of the 8 of those people, if I was in the 8 of those people, I would be the guy opting to learn how to use the blasted Halo drop pod so I can get out of there, or at least have a chance at survival. And apparently Mikey would be also one of the other ones that would actually choose the Halo drop pod. Yeah. I don't like the idea of somebody else making that decision for me. If I'm going to die, I want to die on my own terms, not somebody else's terms. So, yeah, he's right. I would choose the Halo drop pod. You do realize that's a fictional scenario, right? Fictional, but it literally covers something completely on that subject. Okay? It really does hit a certain point that a lot of people ignore at times. And what point is that? The point is, if you don't learn how to do things for yourself and you just let somebody else do it for you, you're at the whims of whether if the person chooses to literally let you be one of the 4 people that go onto the Helldiver drop pods, or you're going to be literally taking one heck of a gambit with them choosing to send you down in the Warhammer 40k drop pod. Now, if those are the options you have, which is it? Besides, our wounds just healed up. All that's left is just the... well... bone infection? Really? What does it even do to us? I'm not even sure. Okay. Osteomyelitis. Fever increases 0.2 usage. Did I even pronounce that correctly? Osteomyelitis? Mellitus? Yeah. Probably got it right. Regenerates health outside of combat. Regenerates health while in combat. Yeah. I'm trying to make is that literally just waiting for
Shield up
everybody
and
else to
fire.
do something for you or to take care of the situation is always literally inviting the trouble. How does that even relate to help? Like one with the face phone call. You know what? I'm glad I didn't tell you about the time I actually stitched up one of my cuts. I'm just glad I didn't tell you about that. Wait, what? You serious about that? You really should have gone to a doctor for something like that. For what? For them to do the same thing? Yes. Dude, you do realize that basically when we go to the doctor, we're actually paying more than what we should, right? That is besides the point. You should have gone to a doctor. Why? So I can have them charge me an arm and a leg for a simple needle and thread? For the alcohol to use the stuff? The antiseptic? The only thing that I listen is just the local anesthesia number thing. Careful, Mikey. Somebody may actually misread that concept.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Still naming my ship the Yellow Vengeance. Ew. Don't kill them!
They're bugs,
Don't
Mikey.
combat it. Neutralized.
Seriously, don't kill them.
Can't believe you're agreeing with Mikey's terms. Mikey's got a point. If there's no point in killing them, there's no point in killing them. Oh, what about the bad guys, huh? You pretty much put them out no matter what. For Pete's sakes. And we're in overtime tonight. Yeah, I notice. Anyways, Michael, why are you so worried about whether if it goes to the hospital or not? Hello?
Detecting no
Pretty
struggle.
much in along
Continue
for
collecting.
the ride with this person that's driving the whole thing.
And your point?
You don't think that's going to actually impact us at all?
If he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's doing. I'm not going to argue with him on that.
Really, Mike? So you would rather be okay with the possibility that one day you could have a serious problem and refuse to go to the doctor about it and, well, gee, what do you know? We all end up dead.
Right. That's a hard one-day thing, by the way.
Mikey, seriously, face it. He's nuts.
Well, yeah. I mean, multi-personality tends to actually cover that department.
I can't believe this crap. See, you're just going to be okay with the idea that one day he could seriously get seriously hurt, refuse to go to the hospital, and you're just going to be okay with the idea that it may be the end for us completely.
You assume it's going to be the end for us completely, right?
Mikey, seriously. I don't think that it's worth noting that.
Mike,
What?
can you possibly... I mean, I know you have good reasons, but for the sake of arguments here, if we ever need to go to the hospital, just go to the hospital, please.
Okay. Is there a
Listen,
to go to the hospital? Really? You're going to ask if there's an explicit need? Yes, I am. How about that? Well, in reality, we could just pop it back into place. Are you even listening to yourself?
technically he's right about that.
Seriously, it's an infestation, and you're trying to spare them?
They're animals.
Mikey, they slaughtered everyone in this facility.
What's your point?
Oh my. Mike, even you can't be this unrealistic. They're bugs. Just end them all, and that's just that. Right.
There. We did it without killing any of them. Well, we didn't kill any of them. Dumbbot killed one of them. What's your problem with trying to actually preserve nature?
That's not trying to preserve nature. That's literally being insane, letting the bugs try to kill us.
Sociopathic psycho that wants to kill little animals and just don't care.
That is not the case.
Oh, really? Because, I mean, you just wanted to kill a pile of bugs a moment ago. You want to kill these bugs, too? Everything just came to life after that. You think they are aware of the fact that we just spared pretty much something that was trying to kill us, and they're like, okay, this is our way of thanking you for not killing them, type thing?
Mikey, be realistic. These are animals that have no sense of staying out with direction of a vehicle driving towards them.
Seriously, what's your point?
Mike, you can't seriously be agreeing with the idea of trying to preserve all the animals that we come across. I mean, seriously. You know, there is a one damn good question I gotta ask. Out of all the damn rovers that they keep coming out with, why the hell does none of them have, well, an EM gun or cannon?
I know, right?
Seriously? I mean, they all have blasted plasma, missile launchers, or even ballistic shells, but nothing for EM discharge for protecting the wildlife while doing the surveys. Oh my... Really? You're going to literally point that out? Yeah. Why? Because it's funny how this game is about exploration, but then yet you don't have the option to literally just stun the animals. Other than just a sidearm. Okay, and why are you pointing this out? Because I believe it was Gandhi that pointed out that, yeah, that you can tell a lot about the city just simply based on how they treat the animals. Or the people in the city. So what does that say about Bethesda, that if all the vehicles that we have that we're using for exploration only has nothing but blasted blasters or particle cannons, missile launchers, or ballistic cannons, but not a single vehicle has an EM discharge system. Seriously. He's got a point. Seriously. I mean, you won't. I mean, you know what? Never mind. Just never the flip mind. Bone infection finally cured. Yeah. Can we at least rejoice about that? Oh, thou heavenly Father, we thank thee for curing our bone infection. I mean rejoice as in be happy about it, not sit there. That is rejoicing, you. Really? What do you think rejoicing is? I mean, the only other option would be to have a party. And even then you can get injured at a party. I know, that's the irony behind it, isn't it? Right. It's either you get injured at a party or worse. What do you mean, or worse? Well, there's one guy that was out at a party, basically got drunk, had about 5 drinks, and when he tried to drive home, he accidentally killed somebody. Wow. That went dark completely fast. All right. If anything, it's one of the biggest reasons why I don't ever get drunk. I don't ever want to end up in such a stupid situation. Right? complain about money or credits, that's for sure.
Right?
Wait, we're going to a frozen dunes?
Yep. Why?
I'm guessing plants and animals.
Okay. Waste processing facility? I'm intrigued.
Why would you be intrigued of a waste processing? Because it's something new? Just thought. It's a waste processing facility.
Yeah.
Which usually means that if there's such a thing, usually there's a bigger society attached to it. Really?
Got a point.
Or technically we're just studying it. Okay. Val runes?
Alert. Ready weapons.
Seriously, Val runes are out here running it?
No effect detected. Lowering alarm status.
Why the heck did everything seem so muffled out? I don't know. Ooh, we're just one floral way to getting rid of the flowers out of this.
Seriously, Mikey.
Hey, I'm glad that we got rid of the flora. Ooh.
You did read the temperament of that animal, did you not? And are you not worried about it? It just says fearless. You're not concerned about that whatsoever. Hey, I give the creature credit if they're fearless, so no, I'm not. Besides, technically it's busy dealing with everybody else. Really? Yes. You're not worried that may attack us? No. Why not? Because we're not attacking the animal and we're not sticking around for it to be lunch for the animal, perhaps? I don't have any idea how many people die from injuries from animals on a yearly basis.
Look, Michael, we get it. You don't like animals of any type whatsoever. We understand that. Okay? Got it. Not worried about it. Really? Okay, dude. Let me clarify something. In reality, animals can tell when somebody's nervous, afraid, scared. They can tell all that easily. They can actually smell fear out the human being. And your point is, the more you show fear, the more you freak out, the more you literally act like you're a prey, the animal will treat you like prey. Okay? What about the case with the alligator? Where people have been just minding their own business, swimming in alligator-infested waters. Yeah, I heard about that. In fact, it still amazes me that anybody would swim in waters where alligators are known to be present. Especially in the sense of, oh, I don't know, the idea of Florida of all places. That is kind of weird. Now, what's really weird is how there was literally a guy in Florida that was messing with alligators. So he was messing with alligators. What was your point? No. Maybe that was too vague. He was intimate with alligators. What? As in, he was romancing alligators. What do you mean by that exactly? He means that he was getting jiggy with the alligators.
Why would anybody... Why? Why would a human being... Don't ask me. Okay? Don't ask me. I just find it a bit surprising that not even an alligator is the same.
That is a bit disturbing, isn't it?
Yeah. One day you're going to bed thinking that, yeah, nobody would ever do something like that to the meanest creatures on the planet, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day reading an article about how some man in Florida is messing with the alligators in that way.
No, Michael. Mike, no. No, Mike.
But how are they transporting these damn things?
I know.
How are...
You're just going to have to let it be.
One day I will have answers as to how these damn things are being transported. Okay. Let's see how much we made out of that run.
Ooh. Nicely done.
So are we camping on this planet or what? We're camping on this planet. Stand guard, soldier. Really, that was the reason why you put that thing there? Yeah,